Hi dears, this is teacher Vidya. My aim is to make you all to explain the importance of history to know about our past. Do you all remember your birthday? Do you still celebrate the day every year? Why? Yes, most of us know our birthday. We celebrate birthday to remind us as a special day when we were born. Although that day is in the past, it still holds greater importance in the present time. It is only because of this past event that you are here. Just like your birthday, there are certain important events which happened in the past and still affect our lives. The study of the past in a way to relate it with the present is called history. How did the country name India come into being? Indus and Bharat are the two names which were used by people many years ago. Some hundreds of years ago, people from distant lands arrived on the banks of the river Indus and called the river Indus, and the area beyond the Indus was called India. Do we still use the name India to refer our country? Yes, we still use the term India as the name of our country. What were the other names of India? Indus and Bharat. Who all came to settle in India? The term Bharat came from a group of people named Bharata in the northwest region. People of different religions and beliefs came to settle in India. Why should we know about the past? How does it help us? We can explain the origins of a country's name, India. We can explain the presence of different religions in our country, which was the result of different people setting in the country in the past. Studying the past helps us to know many things about the present. For example, we can explain why our country is known as India and why our country has a variety of beliefs and religions. History is not only about studying the past, but also about establishing links between the past and the present. The effects of events in the past influence the present. For example, history has helped us to learn about early humans. We now know how people came to use fire and grow food, which continues in the present day as well. This picture shows us an earthen pot which suggests that people may have used this to store different things such as food grains and water. We see a written source which informs us about the language used in the past and materials. People wrote on it. Some wrote on paper, some wrote on hard surfaces, such as inscriptions. Kinds of sources. Archaeological sources. Archaeological sources are material objects, example stone tool, pottery, seals, coins, monuments, etc. Literary sources. Literary sources are written documents, for example Ramayana, Mahabharatam, etc. Some sources are material objects such as parts, coins, and buildings known as archaeological sources. Some are written documents such as books written long ago. All written sources are called as literary sources. People who study the archaeological sources are called archaeologists. They sometimes dig the earth's surface to find buried objects to study about the past. My aim is to make you all recognize that there can be multiple perspectives on the same source or event in history through this picture. We all came up with different answers, different views. This is because people generally have different views and perspectives about things. Very good example is this picture. Different people have different ways of thinking. They may have different likes and dislikes. This leads to different opinions about the same thing. Do you think historians also have multiple perspectives about the same events or issues of the past? Why? Historians study the past by interpreting different sources. These sources themselves do not inform us exactly about the past. Therefore, historians interpret these sources according to their own thinking. Do you think multiple perspectives help us to know about the past better? Multiple perspectives help us to see the past from the different viewpoints. They give us additional information to make our understanding of the past more accurate. Thank you so much, kids.